skiing here. They can ski 1-2 hours.
Ski slope.
And also used by all the schools in this area.
Oh.
But definitely not for a winter sport hobby there. So enjoy the scenery. When things are coming up, I'll grab the mic.
Smile, Linda. Smile.
Romantische Straße. But we are going to, it's also Romantische Straße. So the one before that's going to the northern part of the Romantic Road, to Würzburg. We're going to the end of the Romantic Road, to the Royal Castle. It all started in the 50s, last century, when Germany was still occupied after the Second World War. Soldiers were traveling around in this area and they did find it to be very romantic due to the scenery, the changing of the seasons, how the houses are built. They liked it very much. They found it to be... Now in those days not many tourists were coming to Germany after the Second World War. Designed a romantic road, Romantische Straße. Then by a publicity office, a marketing office, which is still existing, it's in Pinkelpool. And they're responsible making publicity, issuing the flyers, making whatever. And they're actually very, very successful because the last couple of years more than 2 million people are coming somewhere on the Romantic Road, staying there a couple of nights. It starts in Würzburg, northern Bavaria, goes completely down to the Austrian border, to the Royal Castle. That's the end point. 415 kilometers long, 260 miles. Very popular with the Japanese and the Brazilians. They made their own romantic road. And quite often you see Japanese in one of the more famous little towns, especially. So coming up here on the left side, the other maple. If you look at the bottom of the maple, you see what year it was pulled up. This one, 1st of May 2016.
That's the maple of this town.
The moment you got your ticket, you can leave the bus, or you have to leave the bus anyway. If you think you need some further information, and wait in front of the bus. When I've handed out all the tickets, I'll walk you to the ticket center, to Hotel Müller. I'll be able to show you everything visually. Okay? I hope. You see the highest spire, that's where you're landing, that's where you get down. When you get out of the castle, you go to the...
Right.
Very good. That's the other side of left, eh?
I'd rather just walk in.
That's the castle where big grew up. So no wonder you have to build another one across from it.
Ticket office for the bus, €2.50. You see there's a line that goes very quick, so that's the line. The bus will come that's the kind of bus which brings you to the Marine Bridge.
We are now waiting for the shuttle to go up to the Newschweinstein castle. And up there is the castle where King Ludwig grew up. So we're waiting here in line, and here's Glenda. Hi, Glenda. We're waiting for the shuttle to take us up there in the mountain. We got dropped off from the shuttle and now walking toward the castle. And you have to cross this bridge, which apparently has a good view, a great view. I see some people up there, in fact. That must be something. Now we're out here in the view. Wow, amazing.
Okay, one picture and then we
Yeah, sure. That's Newschweinstein Castle. The view from the bridge. Amazing. Here is Glenda taking the pictures. Then we're on the bridge. It's a very nice view. And it's really high, as you can see the water down there. And then there's the drawbridge, Newschweinstein Castle. That's where we're going to be walking out to. This is the map, Newschweinstein. We took the picture from the bridge. Now we are heading out, and here is Glenda talking to a local musician.
Ale jak teraz šlapeme do kopca, tak je príjemný teď.
I have we're musicians too, so I appreciate just the one.
You want to take a picture together?
Okay.
Glenda, you can give him your card too.
Oh yeah, my
Yeah.
card.
Okay, so we are continuing our walk up the mountain to the Newschweinstein Castle, and here is a great view of the town down there. We're about 1/3 the way up, and you can also see the other castle from here. Yeah. Fantastic view, really, where Ludwig grew up. And this is actually a great view of the whole town. Our bus is parked there somewhere, and so there is really no direct way to come up the mountain with the bus, but you can see the view of the lake also. It's just absolutely gorgeous, magical. So I'll take the view of the castle, the town. Of course, Newschweinstein is the more famous castle, but Ludwig grew up in that castle. It was a smaller size, I guess, than Newschweinstein. You can see a grand view of southern Bavaria from here as well. So we are continuing our journey toward the castle, and you can see the back of the castle from here. It's an amazing view. See Glenda trekking over there. This last part walking, there's really no transportation. You have to do the walk, or even a horse carriage is not allowed. It's just simply because of the way the castle is. So we have now reached the side of the castle, and in a few minutes we should be able to come up to the front and the main entrance. So our walk continues. This is a side view of the Newschweinstein Castle. It's There's Glenda climbing up. So we climbed down a little bit and then we're climbing up. The castle wasn't completed when Ludwig died, but I believe the expense was tremendous and he had loaned, took a lot of loan to try to finish it. The other castle that we saw, the Lindorf Castle, that is complete. But this is of course the most famous, I think, historic site in the entire Germany. Just grand, amazing view. So we're now inside the castle. Glenda is tired of all the climbing. She's taking a little rest. We got about 45 minutes before we go in. And it's drizzling a little bit. You can see the restoration going on around the castle too. And I would think that's a pretty continuous process to maintain the castle, as it's the most visited site in Germany, and they get about, I think, 8 to 12,000 a day visitors, so that's just huge. Several million people a year. And you can see the clouds up there in the mountain. Beautiful. Just a beautiful sight. We're now on the terrace area of the castle. I will go around and show it. It's really an imposing view here, up here. Started in 1869, the construction. We'll do a 360 view here. The mountains around it, and also the other construction going on this side, which was never really finished. So we are about to go in. Our number is gonna come up soon, 485. So this is how the entrance system works. They allow people in groups, and within 5 minutes of that number flashing, you have to enter the castle. Otherwise, you lose your turn. So ours is at 485 at 15:05. So we are gathering here, and we'll be entering the castle soon. Unfortunately, we cannot have any photography or video inside the castle, but we're able to take pictures and such from outside for a bit. So we're going to be going in soon, in about 3 minutes. You see the horse carriages going up the palace, up to the palace, and we're coming down that way after the visit to Newschweinstein. Now coming down into the city, and there we see Glenda going down. It's a bit of a risky thing, but we'll do that. All right. Yeah. It's another view of the castle. All right, so we made it back here, and here is Glenda taking some ATM. Hi, Glenda. Smile. So yeah, we made all the way back, and see, that's the castle up there. We were way up there, walked up there. There's really no other way. We took a shuttle halfway, but on the down way back, there is nothing except horse carriage and on foot. So that was the only thing. And here is a horse carriage. This is the kind of carriage, and we figured that's gonna take 40 minutes, so we might as well just walk down. All right, now we're gonna head out on our bus. So we have finally reached our bus area. Just waiting here before we board the bus back to Munich. And here is a view of Newschweinstein Castle again. We were up there and walked all the way down. In the cloud, it just looks magnificent. King Ludwig II, the King of Bavaria, the last King of Bavaria's castle that he built to create Wagner's opera into real life. A medieval castle built in the 1860s. So that was really unique.